G'day, Steel Nation. How you going? Mark here, Mark Davidson from Steel Nation Australia. What's going on, West Country? Oh, what's that? Let's go, baby! Yes, yes! Let's go!
What's the deal with this game?
I think the stereotype that we drink Fosters, and the first Foster I saw was in Pittsburgh. It's a true story.
Yeah,
the first ever Foster I saw was in America. I've never seen one.
I thought that was like Australia for beers.
For what? Alrighty, Steelers Nation, welcome back to Steelers Nation Australia. Today we're talking about what happens next for the Pittsburgh Steelers. But I'm wearing my headphones, so I have to give a big shout out because we're bringing on a guest. This guy has been a part of HDU for right now 4 years. I think he's almost overstayed his welcome. It's about time that you just. What, are you still in HDU?
I came back to get my PhD.
It's like one guy in college is like, we're still partying, right? We're still partying, man. You're 28. Like, maybe you should be, trying to move on. What's going on, DB? We have a lot to fucking cover, mate.
It's been very crazy. Very, very crazy. Steelers, I thought I was going to take a break at first, like from the whole like Steelers Syndicate channel and just focus on the Arsenal DB channel for like at least 1 week. And then as soon as the next day came, Coach Tomlin stepped down. I was like, man. So I got back into it. So no break.
Yeah, it was pretty much this time last week, right? Was it?
Yep. It was like on like a Monday, yeah.
Yeah, this time last week we lost against the Texans, and then Texans yesterday got absolutely fucking the doors blown off by who they versed? Patriots. Now
Patriots, yeah. CJ Stroud 4 picks in the first half. You can't win like that.
No, I had them picked to go to the Super Bowl because their defense, and Stroud let me down, and I was completely wrong. Completely wrong. But yeah, we'll talk about Mike Tomlin a little bit. I'm still, I don't know, dude. 19 fucking years. It's not that easy for me to get over it. How you feeling about that?
It's still a little, I knew it was coming eventually, but I thought it happened next year since his last year of his contract. And it'd be like 20 years he was there. He breaks the record for the most wins in Steelers franchise history. We'll probably get to the playoffs again. We'll see what happens. Run it back again, bring Rodgers back for 1 more year, try to add another receiver finally, and see if we can make something happen. But he decided, I think, before the time came and just, decided to bow down a little bit. And that's kind of like on brand for him anyway. You feel like he wasn't getting the job done the past few years. So, 5 straight wild card playoff losses. So he was like, yeah, it's time to change it up. I wish we would have ran it back one more time, just one last ride. So we can prepare ourselves a little bit.
To be honest, with all the NFL head coaching firings going on, it would have been probably nice for head coaching job stability for him to stay there.
Yep.
To be honest, like there's what now 10 teams or 9 teams that have had fired their coach, and now Stefanski is an Atlanta Falcon, which he might do better out there because the Browns organization sucks. No,
yeah, only you may want that job. That job and the Cardinals job. I don't know who's going to get those jobs.
And Wayne Harv's John Harbaugh. Yeah, former Raven, and he was let go, walked away, and he's now a New York Giant, which I think he'll probably do pretty well at over in the Giants over there.
Yeah,
they're going to turn that team into, and they always have been. Really, they're a pretty physical team not Eli Manning, he wasn't physical, but you know what I'm saying, like the defense and the way they run the ball, and Tiki Barber and those dudes, like they've run the rock like that for ages. So they'll get Scatterbo back. They'll have a dart, and I think they'll win their division or something. Because the Cowboys are Cowboys too, right? They're just
The offense is real good, but the defense is, man, they fired like 8 different defensive coordinators over the past, since 2016. So they got to find something eventually.
So there's a lot of moving parts. So I think it might have been nice for the Steelers to go, okay, we are bringing Tomlin back. we're not going to extend his contract, and then maybe we run it back with Rodgers. However, the flip side happened that he walked away from the job and said, you know what, my time's up, and maybe it could be best for all parties. But now it's like every fucking head coach is getting fired. Bill, what's his name? The Bills guy?
Oh, Sean McDermott. Yeah,
that's a crazy one. He's done as much as he can.
I had a feeling it was coming because it's like been 8 years and they can't get over the hump. But this time, sometimes we got to like find out or figure out, do coaches have full control or say so? Because they even had like a receiver on the outside with the Bills the past few years. So they had Diggs. They had Diggs that 1 year. It was good for Josh Allen and them. But this past year they had Keenan Coleman and then Shakir. Those guys are cool and all, but they're not like legit guys to win with. Same thing for Harbaugh. Harbaugh said he made sure to put that in his contract where like he had full control over the roster construction. So I don't know if he had that in Baltimore or not. But sometimes the coaches don't really have they have a say so, but they don't have full control. So they can like suggest things, but they might not get the guy they want.
I've got to defend Bill Bird lookalike a little bit. Was it his fault that Josh Allen was running to near the end of the half, holding the ball in one arm, like with a half grip and holding it like a bloody, tennis ball and threw the ball backwards for a fumble? Was it his fault doing that?
13-point swing too. That messed him up right there.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, is it his fault that Josh Allen can't get the job done in terms of like playoff success in the last? I think he's done. I saw his stats. The guy's been there 9 years. He's done nothing but give them division champions and trying to get them to the playoffs and just can't get it done. And
he's a defensive coach too. He's like, that's not my job. Like the offensive guy need to get Josh right because Josh turned the ball over too much. Like even the interception that happened in overtime, like people say is an interception or not. He still turned the ball over 3 times in regulation. He still turned it over a lot.
I don't get this stuff because a lot of Steelers fans give Tomlin a lot of shit, right? Bills fans giving McDermott a lot of shit. 9 seasons, 8 playoff appearances, 98-50, 5 AFC East titles, 5. However, there's still a Bengals coach out there that has his job.
Yeah, I don't know how he kept this job. Zach Taylor. I don't know how he kept that. The Bengals probably looking like, you know what? Maybe should fire him too.
How does that work? Yeah, Jediville says McDermott is a new top coach. I don't know. Could we see him be a Pittsburgh Steeler possibly? What is he?
Coach Tomlin used to be partners. I think they coached underneath the same tree. I think in college. I think before.
Yeah. Okay.
So that could happen. You never know. He's a defensive minded coach. That Steelers love defense, so they probably go defensive minded.
51. He looks about 85.
He's 51. I thought he was like 60 or something. But I think a young coach would be the best. A young coach would be perfect for the Steelers. Just start kind of like we always do.
It's that cold Buffalo Bills weather. It's just wearing him apart. I just find that really funny, man. This whole coaching thing is where maybe the Steelers maybe could have worked something out, or maybe Tomlin's, you know what, my time's up. See you later. But now the coaching carousel, everyone's moving around, and the Bills firing McDermott. He can't just be the only problem there. Like there's no way. Like it just can't.
Josh Allen is 0-7 in overtime. And he's also lost 4 to Mahomes and a lot of turnovers. The turnovers that they hurt you like real bad. It's like you can't turn the ball over 3 times in regulation and then try to blame the refs in overtime. Like you handle business in regulation,
by the way,
you can win.
That catch was a catch. I don't think the Bills have ever had possession. I think he rolled the defender, the Bronco rolled into it and came out and had the ball. It's catch.
We've seen it happen with us too. Peyton Wilson, we did that against the Ravens when we took it from him and rolled into him. Yeah, so you got to have full possession when you're hitting the ground like that. But even without that play, they should have still not turned the ball over 3 times, and you had to come back in the game and had to get a late field goal to send it to overtime and just couldn't get it done.
Also on that too, did you watch the Bears game? The Bears game went into overtime as well.
That was crazy. Kill Williams, same thing. Turn the ball over. He made the big play, of course, at the end of the game to get them to overtime, but he can't turn the ball over like that. He threw like 3 picks, I think, in the game.
How quiet do you think that Bears stadium was? Because like they're lining for a field goal 20 yards out. Yeah. And when I watched the end of it, all you can hear is just like crickets, nothing. It's fucking quiet.
It was real loud at first. It was like, oh, Caleb Williams, he did it. Yeah. And then after that little drive by Matthew Stafford, it really came to the end on a 3rd and 6. They sent that all-out blitz, and Matthew Stafford already knew Puka Nacua was going to be open on the hitch. And just threw it right to him. And then first down, it was over after that, basically.
There was one pass to the outside. I don't know the same play. One pass to the outside was absolutely gem of a ball. It was insane. I saw bits of it yesterday. I'm also going to watch too. You're going to watch the college football today. We'll end shortly. We'll end. Not shortly, but when before that, it's Indiana versus Miami. So I just can't believe how much fucking stuff is happening. Like, it doesn't even feel like sometimes the playoffs on, and then you're like, oh, by the way, there's football on because there's about 10 head coaching positions that need to be filled. And also in Pittsburgh Steelers news, just let me run off a few names for you, right? Because this is like
it's like 40 names.
right, yeah. So this is Steelers have completed virtual interviews with Ivaro from Carolina, Halfley from Green Bay, but he just got a job with Miami. So just then, Halfley's with Miami. Kubiak, San Fran, Minter, LA. Shieldhouse, which is Steelhouse. That's going to be his nickname.
Steelhouse.
Yeah. From the Rams. Shula, which a lot of people do want Shula from the Rams.
Yep. The grandson of Don Shula.
Yeah. And Weaver from Miami. And also, in my picture, and I want to start with this first. McCarthy has been interviewed. Have you seen anything why people don't want him?
Most people think his success only came from Rodgers, and he had a little good success with the Cowboys. But I think the team just wants somebody young, innovative, like more at the times.
Yeah,
I wouldn't want McCarthy. I feel like it's a downgrade from Coach Tomlin, in my opinion. You got to at least get somebody young or something.
Yeah, I just don't like. As I was talking to you off air for a little bit in the black and gold room, right? I just don't know enough about these coaches to really form an opinion and go, I don't want him. You know, like, I don't understand. Like, I saw like about 3 or 4 fucking 5 videos was do not hire Coach McCarthy. And I was trying to think why. Why can't we hire McCarthy? Is there any good reasons why? Is it because he's older, but he's been in the NFL? He's been disconnected from the NFL for 2 years? He had Dallas job, he had Green Bay. Yep. Did he not win the Super Bowl against us in 40?
Super Bowl on 45, yeah.
45? Is it not a connection if he comes back that maybe Rodgers comes back? I just don't know enough in terms of why I can say no. I'm all ears to be like the Steelers are going this direction for DC or OC or whatever it may be, but I don't know enough to form an opinion. And sometimes that's hard for people to do on the internet. They just go, bang, there it is, right? But I don't know enough to be like, oh, McCarthy, I don't want him to be my head coach. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But McCarthy, he's cool, but I thought you got to step into a new generation. You got to get somebody who is younger in age so you can build with like that. Because, most of the old coaches, they want to expect them to have results right away like that, like they're for the long run. So getting somebody like Chris Shula or Steelhouse or somebody like that, Kubiak, or maybe somebody we don't really know of, like that might be somebody completely different. Get somebody like that, of course, to like build into. Those guys are mid-30, very young. You get time to build into it a little bit, maybe resonate more with the locker room as well. Because Coach Tomlin wasn't really that old, really. He was only, 53? He was like there for 19 years, which is crazy. You'd think somebody there for 19 years, they'd be like a little older.
He'd be older than Coach Tomlin.
Yeah.
So Mike McCarthy has 18 years as an NFL head coach. He has 174 wins, 112 losses, but most of his wins came in Green Bay, 125 and 77 during the Rodgers era. Look, I wouldn't be pissed off. I think that if Steeler Nation was extremely mad about McCarthy, I'm not saying McCarthy is going to be the guy. I'm just saying the possibility of happening that the Yinzers would be like, nah, it fucking sucks and this and whatever and whatever. But I don't know. I wouldn't be mad, but I understand what the take is. Do the Steelers go younger, offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator? What happens next? So what do you think then? Do they've listed more? They've had interviews with more people, I think, from the defensive side than anything else, including who's the other bloke? Flores too. The DC
Brian
guy. Flores.
Yeah.
What do they do? Do they go DC, OC, or do they promote Danny Smith?
That'd be crazy. Danny Smith will actually have them rocking, but I don't know if you want to do that though. But OC would be my opinion. I feel like you can go because the last 7 out of the last 10 Super Bowl winners, I think 7 of them that won was offensive coaches, of course. But DC have worked for us, 3 straight times. You got Knowles, you got Coward, you got Tomlin. So maybe it's Shula or maybe it's Brian Flores. But Flores got to tone it down a little bit, though. I know he said in Miami, he said he learned from his mistakes because he was a little too much. Belichick coaching tree always does that. Josh McDaniels, Matt Patricia, and Flores, they think they Belichick, and they start disrespecting players a little too much. And it can kind of mess the locker room up. So we'll see. But I think Chris Shula or Nate Steelhouse, one of those guys, because they underneath Coach McVay. Coach McVay is doing a good job. 10 playoff wins before the age of 40. About to go to his 3rd Super Bowl if he can get past the Seahawks. And he already won one. So, hey, I'll take it. But whoever they sign, I'm gonna rock with this. So it'd be cool.
I'm going to try and pair something together which will make a lot of sense, hopefully. What's coming up very soon, DB, in the city of Pittsburgh?
The draft, and I will be there. My tickets are booked.
Me too. I'm going to buy you a beer or two. If you don't drink beer, I'm going to buy you a soda.
Yeah, I need some water. Yeah, some water.
I'm going to get you a really, really good water, right? The top of the range. What do we normally do with a draft, DB, with prospects? What do we normally do with them as fans?
Predict.
And what else do? We hype them up, right?
Yes, very much. Like they hyped up a lot of people, especially
our guys, they're our team. What are we doing with the exact same thing with these coaches?
They hyping them up a little bit.
Hyping them up already. Sure, already a fucking head coach for the Steelers, and he doesn't even know it yet.
See, the main aspect for me, for coach, is leadership. Can you lead the team? Because you can have all the X's and O's and stuff, but if people can't buy into what you're saying, it's kind of hard to like Coach Tomlin. He mightn't call the plays or defensively like he used to do when he was a coordinator, but he could get them all to buy in. That's why everybody love him. You see people from other teams saying, "I want to play for him," or people you see media members. Everything is like you got to be able to get them to buy in. Coward did it. Chuck Knowles did it. You got to get them to buy in. So you can have all the X's and O's. Like Josh McDaniels, he was a good coordinator, but as a head coach, he was horrible because he can't lead people.
Yeah,
be a leader.
I'm not saying that Shula doesn't know his stuff. Like I said, I don't know jack from no one. I don't know anything about these coaches or what they do, right? I'm just saying is don't get too hyped up about Shula and the idea and this idea, even though they've had the interview, and the next minute your favorite player in the draft becomes a Raven, or your favorite player in the draft becomes a Brown. I'm just saying that's what normally happens in these situations where we hype these guys up. He has to be a head coach because we put in the stars and the work, and it's going to happen. I'm happy to be very honest. I've said this the last week. I'm just happy whoever they get. I'm looking forward to the press conference to see if they give a shout out to the Steelers, the organization, and of course they probably should. And for the former coaches at Chuck Noll, Bill Cowher, and Tomlin before them, that will show me a lot about the character. And you're right, the Steeler fans, a small part of them, fucking gave I guess Tomlin a lot of shit for, and they were very happy on the way out. But DB, this locker room is completely different next year. We don't even know who's going to be our quarterback. We don't even know if Cameron Hayward's coming back. We don't even know what players are safe. So in just saying like, oh, I'm so glad he's gone, it's a fresh start. Well, sometimes a fresh start can be really good or really bad, depending on what happens. So what do you think happens in the sense of whatever coach we get, can they be successful in the year after, and do the Yinzers give them time? Like
I hope they give him time. I'm gonna give him time, but I will hope the Yinzers give him time because it's hard to fill those shoes. Because Tomlin was there since 2007. Well, he had to come in and fill in for Cowher. Cowher to come in and fill in for Knowles. It's hard to fill those shoes.
Were you born in 2007? When were you born?
Yeah, 2001. Yeah.
Okay, so you were 6 years of age. You were doing suplexes in the living room. You were doing crossbody. Do you have brothers and sisters?
I have little sisters. Yes.
So you're beating up your little sisters to play in WWE.
Right.
You put the helmet on
the pillow.
Like, and then coach come on the screen. You're like, all right, he's my coach. That's my coach. That's my quarterback. It's gonna be different, man. I don't think
it's gonna be weird. It's gonna be like very weird. Wow, Coach Tomlin out there on the sideline.
Even the post games and the press conferences and the way that he conducts himself on Tuesday, and now for questions, everything to do with everything in the Steelers. It's going to be so different.
But whatever coach come in, though, for sure, like it's still going to be the same situation. The quarterback, that's the main thing still, too, because people blame Coach Tomlin a lot, but I don't know how much control Coach Tomlin had of the roster. They say like he had a lot of control, but we never know how much control they have because we heard reports that he wanted to draft Jalen Hurts, but Colbert said, no, we're going to build around Ben, even though Ben already had the injury. So you never know what could happen. Like what happened, really.
I like the way Hurts plays. I know he gets a lot of flack, but I think he's a pretty good quarterback to near great quarterback, and he just runs a team to get wins, and they do the tush push. But it's going to be different. And yeah, what I'm trying to say is I know that people are very stuck on a certain coach they want or a certain thing that they think they need to have, but not until it happens will we know the kind of direction. You don't even know what fucking coach we're going to get in OC or DC.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like it's crazy. It's just it's wild. And I just don't want someone to be like, we love Shula so much and the Ravens job is still available. You know what I mean? I don't know who's going to go there. And the Browns job, well, that could be available forever because who wants to go to the Browns?
Because the Steelers job is It's up there, but it's not up there like the Bills and the Ravens because you get Lamar Jackson or Josh Allen. You get an MVP. We don't have a quarterback. We had a quarterback. It might be the best job. You like that defense and the quarterback.
No. It's almost like Tomlin probably, they've always been rumors and something like he can't, develop a quarterback, and he always wanted, I guess a pro quarterback with Big Ben and this and this. But I guess that's his style, and that's his style of winning. It was to have the quarterback with a great defense. It just seemed to work. Not everyone can do everything like that. Offensive coordinators probably can't go, I'm going to develop a strong safety. I think some people just say things to fit their narrative, how it works out for them.
Yeah, they kind of give Tomlin a lot of stuff for that. Kind of like Big Ben. I love Big Ben, but Big Ben, he turned the ball over a lot in the playoffs. He's not a fucking quarterback coach. He's a receiver. Tomlin was a receiver in college that turned into a defensive coordinator. Defensive back with the Buccaneers.
QB wizard. Haven't got John Gruden out there. So that's always pissed me off that it goes in that line of Tomlin could never develop a quarterback. Good. Go and that's why you brought in Rodgers. That's why we had a chance to go to the playoffs. Sorry, I cut you off. This pissed me off.
Yeah, it's hard to win though. We don't have the right quarterback because he really had a good quarterback since the 2018 when Big Ben threw for 5,000 yards. That's the last time we had a good quarterback because Big Ben after that he hurt his elbow and he started declining rapidly. And he turned the ball over a lot in the playoffs. He had 31 total turnovers in the playoffs. It's kind of hard to win like that. So when you have that, people blame the coach for everything. Be like, I wanted to get Jalen Hurts, but they wanted to keep building around. They got Chase Claypool. He's not on the team anymore. So you never know. It's kind of hard to win. You have no quarterback. It'll be the same story.
Oh, you need a franchise quarterback. Even looking now, Denver. Denver hasn't got Bo Nix. They got to rely on Stidham to get him through the game next week.
Yeah, that's crazy. Still, I'm like, man, that right there is painful.
And you give me a big shout out. The Patriots have Drake May. On the other side is Matthew Stafford is just trying to win another Super Bowl, and he had to. He got done from the Lions, and he's been so successful with them. And then the turnaround with Sam Darnold in Seattle, the sneaky team that's in Seattle. It's crazy. So those are the 4 teams. You do need a quarterback, and Mike Tomlin gets a lot of shit, I think, for not developing a quarterback. And I will touch this a little bit. This fucking idea of a coaching tree has always pissed me off too.
I get tired of that. Debo, I don't know if he mentioned that also. He's not a Hall of Famer because you don't have a coaching tree. I'm like, Debo, we love you, but that's wrong. That's very wrong.
I think Debo's mad. Now we know that Debo won't be putting the jacket on Tomlin and vice versa.
You might have to call TJ Watt or somebody. Or Troy or something.
That's all I was thinking about. I was like, well, now I definitely know that when Mike Tomlin goes in, Debo won't be putting on the back of him. Debo has all right, but I still think too at the same time in podcast land that his show is produced by Shannon Sharp and Chad Ochocinco, whatever his name is. Oh, yeah. So that goes to tell you what probably is happening in production meetings for these shows to have bold takes. Because didn't Shannon Sharp go live on Instagram? Can film himself having sex.
Yeah, he was live.
By accident.
You said accident. I'm like, okay, come on. You got to go through a lot of steps to go live.
Yeah. You have to create the push it twice.
I know on YouTube. I don't have Instagram, but I know on YouTube. Yeah, if you want to go live for the vertical stream, you press it. It's, are you sure you want to go live? Like, yes. And then they put you live. So I don't know if they have the same feature or not.
Then you see a red light. So what I'm trying to say is, I think Debo's take might be legitimate, and I think he might have some a play there. But I think it's all play for YouTube as well. I think with their company under Chad Johnson and Shannon Sharp are trying to get the best reviews and clicks and all that kind of stuff, and try and build the brand. And what better way is to call Mike Tomlin out? And he had receipts from fucking 8 years ago, but he brought them up 2 days ago.
Yeah, he saw some Old Testament. I'm like, what? Oh, yeah, man. I'm like, come on, man. He just don't do it. But coaching tree is irrelevant because Harbaugh didn't have one. He's a good coach. Coach Tomlin don't have one. I'm like, he's a good coach. Belichick, he's had 6 Super Bowls. He doesn't have one either. He's a good coach. I'm like, it depends on the individual.
The shittest argument out there that because someone is successful under that person, that makes them a great coach. Now, what makes them a great coach is because they've won games. They've put the team in the chance to be competitive each and every fucking time they can. And they are a leader of men. And Debo also made a fault in his video too. He had talked about like the coaching tree and this and the stuff like that. and then he talked about the players that don't want to play for him. And then I summarized, I can't remember exactly what it was, but during the video, he then said, well, nobody wanted to play for him, but Aaron Rodgers was the reason why he went there. You know, like Aaron Rodgers was the exact reason why he went to Mike Tomlin. So he went on himself. I think he just went into a big rant about coaching tree. But to me, it has to be personal because he was cut. He was cut so many times. Oh no, my apology. That was with Bill Cowher. He was when TJ Watt came in. Mike Tomlin said, "Wouldn't go with that guy and demote you to."
Him and Bud Dupree, like Watt and Bud Dupree gonna play over you.
Yeah,
he ain't like that. He was like, "I'm going to the Patriots then."
Yeah, this was Debo's mess. He's found this in his fucking cupboard with text messages like, here it is.
He said, "Look, I had the receipts. The receipts improving thing. It just said that okay, you guys didn't see eye to eye, like in one situation." But I'm like, ain't like he cut you in your prime. It's like he's saying like TJ Watt, which he was right. Now TJ Watt is the sack leader of the Steelers franchise, so he was right to put TJ Watt out there for more snaps.
Yeah, there was something else he said. I was trying to find the timestamp the other day. But it was basically the idea was that Debo called out Tomlin for the coaching tree, all this kind of mess, all that kind of crazy stuff. And then he had said that the players play for coaches, and that's why Aaron Rodgers and all these players play from. I was like, there's a contradiction. I can't make my point too good though, anyways. But thanks, me and Joe's $5 says it's hard to drive the franchise QB when picking exactly right 18-22 every year.
You can trade up too, because we've seen the Chiefs do it, the Bills do it. They got Josh Allen. They made the playoffs, got Josh Allen. The Chiefs did it. They made the playoffs, divisional round. They lost to us. That's our last playoff win. And they got Mahomes the following year. So you can do it. You just got to make sure you have the right guy when you trade up to get him.
I would say to solve the problem, I never agree in tanking because tanking is a bad losing culture. Right now, we don't have it. The Steelers don't have a culture because they haven't got a head coach. You know what, by the way, too? Arthur Smith went for a job with, I think, the Lions and the Chargers too. So he's gone. Like, he's out. He'll be somewhere else. DC Terrelson, he's gone. So I don't think we have a culture to really comment on that. But in solving the problem year after year, I don't think tanking solves it. The best thing is having these 12 picks and whoever comes in, whatever coach it is, DB, they're going to have some connection to some college, right? Or some like former pathway or something like that, right? Some link. They're going to find their franchise guy this year or next year. What do you think? That's a good question. What's your opinion on solving the same problem, which is the quarterback? We can't find one.
You got to like really scout a guy and be like, okay, don't want to trade up to get this guy because I don't want my team to lose, to be like up there picking up high, because they don't guarantee that. Look at the Browns. They got high picks every time, and they still are down in purgatory. As a sorry team, of course. But you want to go out there and find the right guy. For Andy Reid knew Mahomes was going to be special. He's seen it. Texas Tech, the strong arm. He just needed to kind of coach him. So he let him sit the whole year. He went up there and traded up to get him. Let him sit the whole year. Packers did it with Jordan Love. Jordan Love was picked in the first round, even though Aaron Rodgers had an MVP as well. They drafted him early, so he'll learn behind Rodgers. And then now he's playing well. Josh Allen got drafted after the Bills made the playoffs. They traded up and say, let's get that guy. He's going to be special. So sometimes you got to go out there and see if you have a guy. But this year draft, the only person I can see that's day one starter is Mendoza. Like Drew Aller, he's all right, but he broke his ankle, so I don't know. But it's not really a lot of quarterbacks this year, so I don't know if you'll trade up for anybody. May let them fall to you and you see if you have somebody, but I don't know.
It would be fun. It would be fun to go and the Steelers get a franchise guy, and he's a franchise guy for the next 5 years or whatever, because you can build around that for sure, and you can have chances to win Lombardis, right?
Yep.
Gene says Schuler's going to pull that Burrow towards Pittsburgh. I doubt that happens because getting Joe Burrow over here. But
the Bengals trade Joe Burrow within the division. That would be the dumbest trade of all time. You got to be a free agent for that to happen.
Yeah, that's not going to happen, I don't think. Robert says get McDermott here in the building now. That's Bill's coach. I think that could be a possibility. What better way to get a coach in the building who's an angry coach? Like,
they screwed me over.
Why did the Bills get rid of a coach that has been so successful? That could be a possibility too. For because he's going to get a job somehow, some way, right? Jeddah says trade for Josh Allen. So
trade everything.
Is he over
half the city of Pittsburgh to get Josh Allen?
Is he done? Not done? Wasn't done much in the playoffs to win championships. What's happening with Josh Allen?
Yeah, Josh is cool, but we'll have to trade a lot to get him. Get to trade 30% of the organization, 3 first-round picks, T.J. Watt, the soul of Chuck Knows, everything to get Josh Allen.
Now, this one of Chloe's is trade Tomlin for Allen. Well, Tomlin has to agree. We have to remember that.
Yeah, I don't think Tomlin wants to coach again. I don't know. It doesn't look like
he's
it.
having a lot of fun, man. Tomlin's having a lot of fun.
Most Steelers coaches, when they retire, they don't coach again. So he might do the same thing. That's the best job you can get. Like, your cornerstone franchise.
At his daughter's gymnastic thing, he was at a basketball game the other day. He won't be doing I wish he would do a press conference for like fans like us who enjoy Tomlin and some people in chat. At the same time, I think the haters out there don't deserve a post.
They're not for the Steelers media. Don't do it for the Steelers media. Yeah, don't do it for them. Just like, y'all, you guys kept putting all this crazy stuff. Of course, you want me out. Let me go ahead and just be out. I'm gonna be chilling, just chilling on the beach.
If I get him on the show somehow, some way, I'll reach out to his media team. I'll get you, me, and Coach Tomlin on the show. We'll just
that'd be crazy.
I won't even talk about the Steelers. Just talk about this every fucking single, Tomlinism he has. But fans wanted him out so bad, and some of them want him to do a press release. But like, you wanted him gone. It makes I want to see one for sure, but he won't do it. He's like fade into his life. He's got $100 million.
He might do it at the Ring of Honor. If he got a ceremony for like his Ring of Honor, at that Hall of Honor, he might like get a little speech there. I don't know if it happened like right next year or maybe a year after next. He might do it then, but he ain't gonna do one this year. I don't think so.
The thing is too, like the whole mystery of it all, we don't know. It's all speculation. They keep saying he might go on the TV. Have you heard one word that Mike Tomlin saying he's on the TV? No.
He'd be a good host though. To have a Tomlin talk, late night talks with Tomlin. That'd be good. His own talk show would be great. I think.
I just don't know.
Kind of like Michael Strahan. He did a very good job too. I feel like Coach Tomlin can fit right in. Good Morning America or something. He'd be on somewhere.
No. It's kind of funny how we speculate so much about what he thinks he's going to do, and if we trade him to the Bills, well, he doesn't even know that he wants to coach. I saw a post out there on Facebook, and I should be very wary of Facebook. It said, "Oh, it's been 5 days. I thought Tomlin would have been picked up by now," and I thought, "You absolute fucking idiot."
He retired. He didn't get released. He didn't get fired.
Yeah.
I really thought that he was coming back. He was like, "Oh, the interview is going to be we're coming back. What we're going to do next year?" He's like, "Oh no, Coach Tomlin stepped down." He's like, "Oh, I didn't expect that."
It is a long time though. Like, some people in life can't hold a job for 19 years. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Let alone in the NFL for 19 years.
And plus, it's the best job you can get. Like, there's no better job than coaching the Steelers. Like, you can coach you coach a cornerstone franchise like the Steelers, the Packers, even the Cowboys. The Cowboys might be crazy, but even the Cowboys, the Niners. You can't get better than that. So it's like, what else am I going to go to?
What was his thing about the big enough blank check boost with a big enough?
Boost with a big enough blank check to give me in college. Never say never, but never.
Never say never, but never's why.
Did you guys ask Andy Reid that? You guys ask Sean Payton that?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I think Steelers fans are going to, and Gene's are going to miss. I think we're going to miss him. I really do. I think he's been such a valuable coach and just so funny and entertaining. And yes, you don't want your just coach to be entertaining. You want them to win Super Bowls. I get that.
Yeah. I need a quarterback. Draft me a quarterback.
Yeah, but he was just so much fun in the, I think, all the videos in the NFL, and also too, even for the players, man. The players have had the same coach for a long time. Even like the strength and conditioning guys, everyone in the locker room has had the same person for a long time.
Yeah. So
now it's going to be very, 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 very different, right? But I don't think they're going to trade for Josh Allen. I just think that they have to find a head coach first. And EJ from New Zealand says McCarthy. I don't know why they could go that way and they want to go that way. When do you think? Do you think we find out after the playoffs?
Yeah, probably, because I think if they're going young, it'll be after the playoffs. If it's somebody who's already established, they'll probably hire them by now because they will make sure they get them. So it might be somebody young because a lot of those young guys are still in their postseason runs. So you probably see it happen.
Yeah,
I'll say maybe like mid-February, like right after the Super Bowl or something. Like, we hired our guy.
Yeah. Like, even one here, the Steelers update says we conducted an in-person interview with Dolphins DC Anthony Weaver for the head coach opening.
I don't know about Anthony Weaver, but it was the Ravens with the Dolphins. His defense hasn't been that good.
But I'm the same. I don't know who he is. I'm like, if he's
to play too, as well as a player. I think.
Did he?
I think he was a player.
If he signs up, then I just hope he's good for us. Oh yeah, served as DC for the last 2 seasons. He was the Ravens D-line coach and head coach associate head coach for 2021-23, also DC in 2020. So it's not like I have no say. That's the biggest thing. I have no say in the fight. Who's going to be head coach? I'm just really waiting for their press conference to get their feeling of who they are, and then go, oh, that's my new coach, and see when the new era starts, right? Jen says, I have been fucking wrong. Have I ever? I said there was going to be no Justin Fields. Sign him up. I said there's no way they're going to bring in Russell Wilson. They brought him in. I fucking was legitimate saying the last year they're not going to bring in Aaron Rodgers. It won't happen.
Say that about Burrow or Allen, so we can get one, or Lamar Jackson, so we can get one of those guys.
There's no fucking way they bring in Josh Allen. There's no way. If that does happen, that would be insane. If they wait, is Josh Allen and McDermott friends? Are they friends?
Yeah, that's I don't know about the relationship. I don't know.
6'7". You know, by the way, 6'7's died now, hasn't it? 6'7 now. No one says 6'7 anymore. It's all dead. That thing would last like 3 weeks. Legit. If I'm wrong about this, if I'm wrong then I'm right, I reckon Josh Allen will not be a Pittsburgh Steeler. And I will clip that into this video that made it in 2000 whenever. Or
welcome to the team, Josh. Hopefully, I'm get him when he's like 40. We get him at least before he like 30 or something. Then we wait till he's 41 and then bring him in. I'm like, okay.
That would be fun. Having Josh Allen as your quarterback would be a fun time. I have been wrong, I think, every single time. Yeah, I didn't want Fields, Wilson, or I'm like 0 for 3 in the last quarterbacks that were going to come here. So that's insane. Yeah, if my aunt had man parts, she'd be my uncle. How can you not love that?
Well, the hot dog one was funny. If I tell you how to make the hot dog, you probably wouldn't like it. So I can tell you everything.
I like that one where when Mike Tomlin just walked off, and when Brooke Pry asked him about coming back to
the contract. He told it before. He said, "I'm not answering any questions about contract. I'm focusing on the game that we just lost to the Bills." So, coach, your contract. He said, "I just told you."
You gotta love it. What is your? I think you've told me once before. What is your ultimate favorite quote of Tomlin?
The one I've been using forever. It's not about what you're capable of, but what you're willing to do. That's the best one. You can use that in regular life or anything.
Let's discuss that. So what is, again? It's not what you're capable of, what you're willing to do.
Yep. So anybody's capable of becoming anything in life. You got to put the work in to become that thing.
Yeah. And that's why I think, Tomlin does mean a lot to a lot of people because, he's not a philosopher, but he has some really good words and good sayings and good things that he stands by. And he's a man of character that, like,
you should write a book. That'd be good.
A lot of those people online who do hate him, I think, would walk past him asking for an autograph, or they wouldn't say it to his face.
You're like, hey, go for the win. You might do it this time since he's off the duty.
Bro, that's my favorite. My favorite is I'm fucking working. I think that could be my all-time. Wait.
Coach Stumlin, let's go for the win, man.
100%. It's not even Tomlin. It's I'm fucking working because
now he's not working. So he might turn around and say, you know what? Yeah, let's win.
But that's so true though. Like the guy was from Barstool or something. He was on a video live, and the video is better. And he interrupts Coach Tomlin in halftime. And look, every fan does that. And Mike Tomlin's response clearly is, "Man, I'm fucking working. Shut the fuck up." Like, I think it's great. I wish that was me getting yelled at saying, "Man, I'm fucking working," because I think it's the best. Hang on.
And then right there is perfect.
Coach Stumlin, let's go for the win, man.
There's a fine line between squashing grapes and making wine. That's the classic one.
It's what's going on, Owen? It's unbelievable. Trade Brooke Pryor for a bag of hot Cheetos. We might be able to get a little bit more if we can. The media is funny sometimes and all this stuff because now the media is going really crazy and coach speculation and it's all over the shop. But I think Mike Tomlin knew how to play the game.
Yep. This year they got to him a little bit. One time he was like, "You guys are annoying me." He said, "Next question." They kept asking the same thing over and over. I'm like, I'm not answering anything about Rodgers. Rodgers, he'll be here every year. If he's not, he's not. That's the main thing that was kind of the offseason, that Rodgers situation. They kept asking over and over and over about the Rodgers stuff. He already knew Rodgers was coming, but he wasn't going to reveal his personal stuff to let them know that he's coming. He's going to wait till he actually signs.
You reckon this Rodgers experiment, which, by the way, I think it was fun. I've really enjoyed it. Right, it was a good run this year. Even though we didn't win a Super Bowl, I thought the year was overly fun. Going to Dublin to see him was fun. It was just a good time with Rodgers.
Yep.
Do you think that Mike Tomlin knew he was going to step down, and that's why he brought in Rodgers for one last chance?
I think so. I think he knew probably because Rodgers was a guy he saw admired from afar, and Rodgers said the same thing too as well. He said, I admired Coach Tomlin from afar for a long time, so he had an opportunity to get him. I still wish we would have had George Pickens and DK, or at least somebody else, because that would have been perfect. I feel like with that. And that defense, the defense started off a little shaky, but they got better as time went on. Started playing real good, especially in the secondary. So it would have been cool to see what we could have did if we had that extra playmaker on the outside with Rodgers. Because Rodgers still played pretty good. 25 total touchdowns, just 7 interceptions. He did a good job. So I wouldn't mind if he ran it back like that, but I think now he's kind of moving on to a different direction.
Definitely shows you now, like it gave them a chance to get to where they were, win the division, which was a success, go to the playoffs and have a chance to win a wild card, which didn't happen. But that's why they went and got Rodgers, and maybe that Mike Tomlin knew, and Rodgers kind of knew it could be their last year. We've maybe now seen Rodgers last year as a Steeler, and maybe do you think he comes? Wait. Do you think he comes back to another team, or is he done? I think he might be done.
The only job that looks intriguing will be the Vikings. I could throw to Justin Jefferson, TJ Hawkinson, and Jordan Addison. That might be intriguing a little bit. And you get to beat the Packers and Bears and Lions 2 times a year. So that might be intriguing for him. He's like, you know what? I might can go there. One last run to beat those teams up again.
Yeah, I don't know. I think if Mike Tomlin came back, he might have been a Steeler again. They could run it back to the draft and that kind of thing. But you know what's going to be weird too? The fact that the Pittsburgh hosts a draft with no Mike Tomlin in the war room. Like that.
That's totally weird. Yeah.
Like they host it now, and no Mike Tomlin, there'll be Omar Khan and Andy Weidel in there, and there'll be no OC, no DC, and maybe no Danny Smith because he's been getting opportunities as well, and no head coach.
Yeah, the new rookie is gonna be like, "Hello, what's up, Coach Tomlin?" No, it's not Tomlin. This is somebody else. Who is this? You're the assistant? No, I'm not assistant. I'm the new coach. Yeah. Oh, what's up? That's a little different.
Brian Flores for DC or head coach, Mark. I'll be totally honest. I'm okay if he does join it or not. I don't have enough fighting to say, or I guess a formed opinion to say that he should be a head coach or he shouldn't be. I'm legit like, is it Sweden or Switzerland sits on the fence? I don't know. I have no idea.
Flores is cool. He just his last tenure with the Dolphins, he was trying to win. They're trying to force him to lose because he wanted to draft Justin Herbert, but they said no, we want Tua. Now they're looking back at it. He was right. So took Herbert.
Isn't he? Well, Herbert.
He sued the NFL too. He sued them as well.
Yeah, Herbert's kind of struggling in the playoffs. So I think you watch him play in any playoff game, and he looks like he's throwing with his left hand. He's fucking bad, right? And that's what I find funny about these franchise quarterbacks. I think you might have had you had the Manning. What was your era when you were growing up? Manning, or mine was Manning, Brady.
Manning, the Brady's, the Rodgers, the Breeze, the Rivers.
Yeah.
Eli Manning as well.
Quarterbacks. Now we have Herbert, Trevor Lawrence, but they aren't to me great quarterbacks.
Yeah, they cool, but they need a lot of things and a lot of help still.
Correct. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't really have something to say too much because I'm just waiting to see what happens, and I'm happy whoever they go with. I'm just keen to see what person it is, the flow and effect, DB, that certain head coach knows a quarterback. That certain head coach knows it OC. If it is Shula, does he bring Stillhouse with him? I don't know. You know what I mean?
He could, but I don't know. I don't know what quarterback they'll find either because Howard on the roster, but we've seen Ohio State quarterbacks in the league. Not too good. We seen one yesterday, 4 picks.
Yeah,
so it's not gonna be too good.
That's a big thing too. That was bad from Stroud, and we knocked him around.
Burrow was there for a little bit. He never played Ohio State. He was there on the team, but he never played him. So he don't really count.
That's why he left. He wanted to get rid of that stigma. But it's not easy winning these playoff games and stuff like that. But Stroud definitely shat the bed yesterday. It's funny too because the terrible towel with the Toro, the
he trying to rip it. Yeah,
mate, have they not learned?
But Stroud, Fields, Dwayne Haskins, maybe he would have been better if he didn't. No, he got killed. But those guys didn't play too well. The Ohio State quarterbacks, those high picks, they was struggling. So I hope Will Howard is the outlier, but I don't know. He hasn't got a chance to play yet.
That's right. We don't know if we'll see him. We don't even know if we'll see him yet. I have no idea. Gene says $7,000 for a shitty Super Bowl ticket is cheap. Fucking hell. Well, yeah, we're all at the top, up here. The
Like,
fucking.
what happened? Is that Bad Bunny? Oh, that is him.
You can't tell if the fullback's moving or if it's like a receiver, or what's the ball, who's on defense, who's on offense. You're like down there.
Yeah, basically binoculars to the game.
Dude. That'd be good fun, but $7,000. That's like $14,000 for me to have the shittest seat in the stadium. It'd have to be a Steelers. It'd have to be a Pittsburgh Steelers game because I can probably watch on my phone and still have their atmosphere.
Yeah, still feel like the fans, like the cheering. I wish they had that on the broadcast. NBA has that. You can switch it to only the fan sounds instead of just listening to the commentators.
Yeah, right.
That'd be cool.
Oh man, what I don't know, a DB. I don't know if we've got anything out of this conversation besides having a few laughs, but I don't know what happens next. To be honest, I think that what's going to happen next is they wait until the playoffs are over. They go and do the interviews with Shula, all those guys who are in the playoffs now, and then after that, it's like 1 or 2 weeks after, then we know, right?
Yep, and then in the draft we have 12 picks, but I don't know what quarterback is there. Like you have some guys who might be cool, but I don't think they day one already. You have to wait. It's like build them up. So I don't know. It's gonna be weird unless you get a guy who's already established. Like you make like Mac Jones wouldn't be bad. You get like a guy like that, you got to trade for him because he's still under contract. Like a Mac Jones type, or I don't think about Kyler Murray or nothing. I don't know.
Malik Willis.
Malik Willis.
Tomlin's not there though, eating wings with him. But what about that?
That could work. He don't take the middle of the field though, but he fit right in. We don't take the middle of the field either. We just throw the ball on the sideline like that. So
isn't he the guy from Green Bay everyone's raving about now because he's had a bit of a.
Last year he won, I think, 3 games as a starter. And this year he played some games. You know, he looked pretty good in some games. But I don't know. I don't know if he'll fix our problems fully, but we'll see. I don't know if it'll be Mac Jones, Malik Willis, Will Howard, Mason Rudolph for the 1,000th time, or I don't know.
I have no idea what's going to happen. It's almost like the domino effect until someone, you know, what's the word? They hire someone, then we start to figure out a bit of a pattern what's going to happen next. But yeah, we got 12 picks. So you and I going to the you got tickets already to did you do
I have plane tickets, yes, already.
So how long are you staying in Pittsburgh for?
It's gonna be from the day of the draft. I'll get there in the morning. So 23rd to the 26th. So all the way to like Sunday.
Jesus. Yeah, right. We've got to catch up somehow, some way. Are you going to be in the city?
Yeah. I'm supposed to be. I think the hotel is kind of by the stadium a little bit. Not the one exactly by the stadium. That price is crazy. That price is crazy. But the one, it's another one that kind of close by at that. I think it's the Hilton or something.
How close is it?
Let me see.
I have to look it up, mate. I'm either staying on the ground or at Shane's house.
Let's see.
That out. That's pretty good. I'm going, but I haven't figured out what I'm doing yet. So yeah, we're having meetup parties too with Bubba and Shane. I can't remember the Benjamin Franklin's Tap House Hotel or bar and grill. I don't know what county it's in though. I forgot which one it's in. But we'll have more information very soon. I'll be designing a poster and stuff like that.
It says on Forbes Avenue in Pittsburgh. How far is that? What a stadium, man.
How much did you buy it for? You're fucking millionaire, DB. Because some of those hotels go for $1,000 a night.
But some of you find a deal if you get like some of them have like different deals. My mom would get discounts on hotels because of the state work, so you can get deals.
Oh man,
I think it's a little bit. I think it's like 20 minutes away, something like that. It can be close by a little bit.
Yeah, because you can't. I looked into staying downtown. It's like $1,100 a night.
Yeah, one was crazy. It was like 2,000. It was like 1,000 a night. I said, oh no.
1,000 a night for me is like $1,700.
Oh, that's crazy. That's like 1,000 a night. I was like 1,000 a night. I was like, oh no. I'm like, you might well just stay at the stadium.
I'll just be homeless for 7 days. I'll just put myself. Yeah.
Like, hey, can I sleep right here on the stadium? I'll sleep in the locker room somewhere.
Yeah. I'd go in the locker room. I'd go on like one of those like press conferences, stay in there. Oh man, too crazy. But yeah, we're
sleep on Bubba's lawn.
Crazy. No, it's gonna be insane because it's like the mystery of like not knowing what's gonna happen next. And that's why I think, I think all this week, and a lot of people have been giving shout outs to Tomlin that he's well deserved, Coach Tomlin. And I think he's now, he's enjoying his life and doing his thing. And then we've all big respect to Tomlin because we will miss you. It was so much fun being the coach. And now, DB, the new era.
It's going to be weird. I hope it goes well. I hope it goes like.
What if it doesn't go well, DB?
I can't survive a losing season. I don't think.
Well, I think the Yinzers would be they couldn't survive a 10-6, 10-7 win. Imagine them going.
I don't mind getting to if your team's trying to build. Because right now we still rebuilding, but we still competitive. We still can get to the playoffs. We might not be good enough to win. Kind of like my Heat. My Heat the same way. We can get in the playoffs, but you can't win in the playoffs. But we still rebuilding, trying to find that right piece to put together.
What if it goes backwards and we start 0-6? Because we now, Tomlin left them with the hard schedule because we won the AFC North.
Yeah,
we're first, right?
All division winners.
Yeah, so it's not the right time to really do rebuilding. But I do wish the team success and whoever turns up, because I had the graphic up the other day. It would be insane to see for the next 15 years, whoever it is, right, or even 10, if they add to this, the next coach is number 4 with a fucking Super Bowl. That'd be insane.
That'd be the best. That'd be the best, coaching lineage almost ever. Yeah, you have that, gold, and more gold.
But there's no guarantees it's going to be like that. It could be very hard from the beginning. So maybe someone who, if they keep saying this, is it Chris Schuler from the Rams? If he's had success recently as DC and comes in and says, okay, this is my team, I'm doing it this way. Bit of a spark. Steelers go 4-0 run or something like that. A bit of momentum.
Yep.
It's going to be very fun. Very, very, g'day, Jerry. What's going on? Very, very interesting. All right, we'll get out of here soon because I want to get ready. I might be going to the pub to watch the Indiana game versus Miami. Who you got?
Natty. Indiana should win by a lot, I think. Miami is cool, but they beat Ole Miss and they barely got past some teams, but Carson Beck, I don't trust him too much. If the run game not working and he got to drop back to throw the ball 30 times, they're going to lose. So I think the Indiana wins by a lot. It might be 40 to 17. Indiana.
Who did Indiana versus last week? They're the best team, right?
They played Oregon. Yeah, they blew Oregon out.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, I'm going down the winners pub to watch it. Have some food, have a beer, just chill out, and hopefully the game should be on. The game should be on. Are you going to watch the game too, as well?
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. I might live stream it. Maybe. I got to see what. Come on, 7 o'clock, right? I think so.
Check out if DB on DB's channel, your channel.
Yep.
All right, check out Arsenal DB if you do. HDU alumni. He's still sticking around. We've been trying to get rid of him. He's graduated, but he's that guy at the parties dude, didn't you graduate 2 years ago?
Yeah, I got 3 different majors now. Major in Steelers, Steelers statistics, Steelers coaching, and now I'm doing Steelers skills.
Yeah. So, dude, you're way too old to be at parties. Back in my day.
I still want to coach a team, though. I still want to do that for a video. Coach a youth team, a youth flag football team. Try to get them to the playoffs. That'd be funny. A cool series.
A real football team?
Yeah, a youth flag football team. We've been doing it last year at first, but we didn't get a chance to do it.
In your neck of the woods, can you go into coaching or football into I don't know, youth development football league or whatever? Is there stuff around you?
Yeah, they have some. They have one in Dallas. They have it's called 7U or something like that. It has where you coach 10-year-olds, 11-year-olds and stuff.
Or do you just sign up to be a volunteer?
Yeah, you sign up. You sign up and then you got to recruit players. I have a playbook too. I wrote out. It took me a few hours. Where's that?
You should do this, and then you can, if someone asks you a question like this,
Coach, still for the win, man.
I'm gonna be offensive play caller, of course. got to play.
Oh, really?
It took a while. So I have to see all the rules of flag football. You can't run when you're within 5 yards of the first down. So I had to kind of see what plays I can do and create. It's gonna be fun.
How do you do that? How do you just go and volunteer to the flag football and say I'm interested in coaching or whatever?
You just sign up. They have anybody sign up.
So then and then when they're so you can you hold a post game press conference and just use all the Tomlinism as well?
I could on my YouTube channel, but after the game, do a live stream. We did not play well. Timothy, he's 10 years old, but he got to be better.
He'll be better.
He's in first grade, but he has to be better in fifth grade.
Oh, that's funny. This one too.
We do not care.
We do not care.
That
John,
was
just hope you don't get
one, I
a
think.
Brooke Pryor in your post-game press conference annoying you. You know, and when will you be back? If you did lose the flag football playoff game, you're like, hey, Coach DB, and you're like,
are you coming back next year to the flag football? What's about this year?
that was, honest to goodness, the best exit I've ever seen because he has so many memes about him. They're so funny. They're so
the Antonio Brown one is probably funny too. He said, "Y'all know that ain't happening." He said, "Antonio Brown coming back." They used all his memes everywhere. It'd be funny.
Yeah, D was. We talked about that too. Debo is salty as f. I think Debo is a great player, a legend stealer. But that interaction with Mike Tomlin and Debo next, I think he's overplayed. To be honest, I think he's shared way too much. We don't need to hear about his conversation with Mike Tomlin. I think he's done it for the views, and I think the YouTube platform they're under. Which if your boss is Shannon Sharp fucking filming sex, then that's something a bit different.
Because Joe Hayden had more love for Tomlin. He only played for like 4 years there, right? Joe Hayden was there for a little bit.
Yeah. he is very, very salty. I do find the dynamic in that podcast is just Debo yelling and Joe Hayden going.
Joe Hayden be scared. He's like, I'm not gonna tell you where I met Debo. I'm gonna tell you where I met, but I don't agree with you. He said, I ain't gonna tell you where I met, so you gonna come to my house. Joe Hayden just scared a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I think Debo is very salty because of the way he was on the team. Like he just didn't want to be he wanted to be the number 1 overall, pass rusher. Got demoted, and then he went see you later to Patriot land.
Yep.
So, the timing to me is off. Did you bring that up 8 years ago? Don't bring it up. They
bring it up now after he get fired. Like, not fired. After he stepped down. They're like, oh, let's go and throw on to it. Well, he did have this and have that and that and that.
I agree with Sam too. They're both future Hall of Famers, but I don't think
Debo said he don't believe that himself is a Hall of Famer. I'm like, come on, Debo. I'm like, Debo, you literally. I'm like, I don't know what's wrong with him. He must have like a crazy like level of Hall of Fame or something.
Yeah, but sometimes people would always want to do better than what they think they can or that they are, right? Even though almost perfect, but they still want to be better. Maybe that's why. But there's a moment in the Ravens game where he had like 3 tackles, 2 fumbles, picked off, where he was definitely going to Hall of Fame. He'll be there for sure. I just don't think that Tomlin and Debo will be at the same party now. Yeah,
it'd probably be like a little different. He might Tomlin might get in. He actually could get in first ballot because 19 winning seasons. You had 12 of them. I think 13 of them you made the playoffs, and you was on 12 of them. You was over 10 plus wins. 6 of them you was over 11 plus wins. 5 of them over 12 plus wins. 8 division titles. 2 Super Bowl appearances, Super Bowl championships. So you'd be like, that could be first ballot. You can get in there and probably the first try.
He also won too with the Buccaneers. People forget that too.
Yep, as a defensive back coach. Yep.
Yeah. So that goes into all play, and I think that just the way he represents the game and represents things off the game, outside
and the Hall of Fame, probably voters, most of the media staff, they love him, so he probably get in pretty easily. they gotta like you a little bit too, because like they hate you. You got to be a very, very good player because Terrell Owens should have been first ballot, but they didn't like him. So they let him wait like 5 or 6 or 7 years. And then he finally got in, of course.
Debo did talk about, too, that Antonio Brown should be in the Hall of Fame, but I don't think he would because he's just too far removed now, I think.
Yeah, because the outside, like, it's too much. Like, you going to give him a microphone to go on stage? Like, no, they might do his, like, via satellite. Let him stay where he's at and just put him in there.
Bloke who runs off throws his jersey in the ground, runs off like that is like, peace, I'm out. Probably doesn't fit the Hall to be in,
Throw the gold jacket off. Like, yeah, I don't need the Hall of Fame, but okay, take him down.
Because that was wild too, right? Everyone's watching that and go, did we just see Antonio Brown like fucking retire at half?
I was like, what the heck? He just ran off. I was like, what's he doing? and Mike Evans tried to stop him. He was like, hey, AB, come on. And he was like, man, it's a grown man. He's going to do what he want to do. So he just let him go. And he just threw his stuff off. And Bruce Arians was funny. He said he's no longer a Buccaneer. So don't ask me about Antonio Brown. He's no longer a Buck.
No one's ever done that ever. Like, I don't think anyone's ever done that in any sport. Went half this like, see ya, I'm out. And it's like, where'd he go? Did he just leave everything in the stadium and just go home?
Yeah, I think he got mad. I think he said some incident happened with him and Bruce Arians on the sideline. He was like getting him fired up. Like, come on, AB, we need you, AB. And he said Antonio Brown just snapped and just took the stuff off and left. And Bruce Arians funny. Right after, as soon as the press conference started, he said, "AB is no longer a Buccaneer." He cut him right after the game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. It's just so crazy. The NFL is crazy. We have a lot to talk about. In more podcasts here and there. Oh my goodness! All right, let's get out of here, DB. Thanks, mate, for the hour show. Much appreciated coming on. If you can in the chat, and you guys are new to Steel Nation Australia, also check out Arsenal DB, the Arsenal DB on YouTube, and there's links to Steelers Syndicate as well. Check this guy out. He's fantastic. I saw a bit of your mic stuff. I try and catch up with stuff I can, but everyone's doing podcasts, and I'm busy. You're busy. Everyone's busy. But check out the Arsenal DB. Thanks for coming on the show. Any final words for our season or our off season coming up?
Steeler fans, embrace the new coach. Embrace the new coach. Give him time. It's gonna take time. Like you can't. Like Coach Tomlin said last time when he talked to Joey Porter Jr. You can't be great today. You got to work to greatness. It takes time to get to greatness. You got to take. It takes time. You got to build up relationship with the players and the culture because it's big shoes to fill. Because you're like from Knowles to Cowher to Tomlin, they all won Super Bowls and accomplished so much. So give him time. Don't put too much pressure where he got to win it right then and there. Just let him get time to build up to get into it, and then I think it can work well.
19 years is a very long time. Like I said, that's why even that's a feat in itself. Some people don't work 19 days. Some people don't work 19 months or 19 years. 19 years in the same job is a very big thing for Steelers fans to get past. I've just always had great respect for Tomlin because that's my quarterback. That's my coach for a very long time. I was in high school when I graduated when he started. And I had love for Bill Cowher.
Well, actually, it was crazy. I think my mom worked at her job for, 19 years too. I think she started in 2008, though.
Shout out.
That's actually perfect. When she was in the hospital for a long time,
She dropped the mic and went, "See ya."
I should give her an interview after or something.
She's like, "I'm out of here, bye." Never say never, but never. It's probably one of the best ones ever. Fantastic. I know we have a lot of new chatters in here too. Thank you, DB. I'm going to go down the pub to watch his. Before one last question. In college football, because I've been trying to play NCAA as much as I can. I'm now a coach myself, so I feel the pressure of recruiting and drafting and playing.
Recruit people and stuff, yeah.
I started with I did a random thing, right? I started with Appalachian State. I randomly got that team, and I went from the first 3 seasons was 2 losing seasons, and I won the championship. then I got a Hines with the next one, and then I got offered OC position with Notre Dame, so I'm with them now. But my question is, in the championship, has a college always had a championship, or is it just recently from the playoffs? Like, it's always been 1 versus 2.
They already had the they always had it, but it didn't have the playoffs fully. They used to have they vote in the 4 teams in the playoffs, but now we can get 12 teams now in the playoffs. And if you win your conference, you'll automatically get in there. They used to have it like we had to vote. Like Alabama got in there so much in Georgia because they have favoritism. Of course. So
it's for many years, it was always 4 teams for semifinal and championship, right?
Yep.
And now it's to get into the playoff ranking, you got to be top 25.
You got to be top 12. Top 12 teams get in. The conference winners, like the ACC, the SEC, and all that, they win. They get the conference stuff.
Gotcha.
And then you have the games. Yeah.
Do you think that the college board was like, all right, everyone come in for a board meeting, and on the board said, how do we make more money? Do you think that was the
That's the main thing, because the viewership been very, very good. The viewership been very good. That's the main thing. A lot of those sponsors, they be like, "Oh, we'll pay you $10 million to do the Home Depot Bowl or something." Like, okay, how much you pay? Walmart, $20 million? Put it in here. Come on, everybody come like that. You have a big game for everybody.
But now the 12 teams will probably soon turn into 16, 18, 24, 32. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And it'll be the college bracket.
Like 7 weeks of playoffs. Like 7 weeks.
Like they go into like 64 teams or whatever. That'd be insane. No, I'm gonna go down to the pub now and watch it. So yeah, thank you, DB. Thanks, chat. Good chat as always. And yeah, many things the Steelers have to figure out. So, but I don't know. We're gonna miss the bloke. We're gonna miss the guy. But I'm like you said, I'm excited for the new era. I'm keen to see what coach happens next. All right, DB. I'll see you shortly, mate.
Peace out.
In the draft too. I'm gonna buy you a really good. I'm gonna buy you really good water, right? You said,
yes, good water. Good water.
Yeah,
maybe sparkling water.
No alcohol. No
alcohol. I actually never tried alcohol before.
Good. Don't. Coffee.
I
That's
drink
mine,
coffee
bro.
sometimes. Yeah, I drink coffee. Vanilla, French vanilla, French vanilla.
Okay. I'll either get you a coffee or like top of the line. I'm gonna find the best fucking water you've ever had in your
Some
life.
well water.
That like fucking the water boy kind of water, the H2O. Like you'd be like, man, where's this water from? I'd be like, it's from fucking Switzerland. You know how much it costs? I don't worry, it costs you like fucking $28 or whatever for a fucking gallon. Whatever I go. All right, see you later. See you, DB.
Peace out.
I'll see you guys later. Left the light on. See you later. Bye.